Okay, I'm going to briefly review a little bit of the whole time and a half concept. So if I get paid $10 an hour, if my overtime pay means that I'm going to get paid time and a half, I get paid for that extra hour or whatever it is that I work in overtime, I get paid my regular pay plus another half of my regular pay. So if my regular pay is $10, my time and a half is going to be 15 because half of $10 an hour is $5 an hour. So I get paid $15 an hour. And that is anything above a 40-hour work week, not anything above an 8-hour day. So, the other thing we need to decide is sometimes I may get to work a little late, or I may get to work a little early, or I may leave work a little late. I need to decide, am I going to get paid for that time, or am I going to not get paid for that? So am I going to get paid for those 15 minutes, even if I only stayed a couple extra minutes, or am I not going to get paid? So 538, essentially the rule is if you work equal to or less than 8 minutes, then you round down. If it's over 8 minutes, then to the next quarter hour, then you would round up. So for instance here, 538. The nearest quarter hour there would be 5:30. So I need to determine, am I going to get paid that is my employer going to consider that I left at 5:30, or are they going to consider that I left at 5:45? So because I left at 5:38, I have to round down because it's equal to or less than 8 minutes after the quarter hour, which is 5:30. So right here, that would just be 5.5 hours. Some of you are also getting confused. 15 minutes equals 0.25 of an hour. So your hour is divided into four ways, so like quarters. So you would say, 15 minutes would be 0.25. 30 minutes would be 0.5. 45 minutes would be 0.75, and then obviously an hour would be 1. So here there's no question. This would be 5.25. So from 12 to 5, you worked 5.25 hours. All right, here, however, 12 to 4:58. So here I'm leaving 2 minutes early. So as my boss isn't going to be like, okay, I'm only going to pay you for 58 minutes of that hour that you worked. I need to decide, am I only going to get paid 45 minutes from 4 to 4:45, or am I going to get paid from 4 to 5? So the last quarter hour was 4:45. And I worked 13 minutes over that. So that is over 8 minutes. So I'm going to round my time up to 5. So essentially here from 12 to 4:58, I worked 5 hours. Same thing here. Some of you guys were marking, so obviously 7:30 to 11. So 7:30 to 8:30 is 1, 8:30 to 9:30 is 2, 9:30 to 10:30 is 3, plus a half would be 3.5. So here would be 3.5. Here I'm working 11:30 to 12:30, 12:30 to 1:30, 1:30 to 2:30, 2:30, 3:30, 3:30, 4:30, 4:30, 5:30. So there's 11:30, 12:30, 12:30, 1:30, 1:30, 2:30, 2:30, 3:30, 3:30, 4:30. There's 5. But I worked till 5, so there's another half hour. So it would be 5.5, not 5.3. So 8 to 11, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 3 hours. 12 to 5 is 5 hours. And here I worked another quarter of an hour, so I would add 0.25. So here I worked 8 to 11, So obviously I worked 3, so I need to decide if I get paid for those 5 minutes that I worked. Do I get paid, do I get to roll that up to 15 minutes, or do I just say I left at 11? So that is less than 8 minutes after the quarter hour, so you would round down. So that would just be 3 hours. But here, we would get counted for the whole 5 hours, even though I cut out at 4:58, because it's more than 8 minutes after 4:45. Okay. I think this one was really confusing people. So I need to determine, at 7:55, is that more than 8 minutes after 7:45? It is. It's 8 minutes. It's 10 minutes. So I round up. So I would count it from 8 to 11. 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 3. 11:40. So you need to determine, is my start time 11:30 or 11:45? It is 10 minutes after 11:30. So you would need to round up to 11:45. So that would be 5.25 hours. Okay. Hopefully that will kind of help out. Let's do this last one, then we'll add up the hours just to kind of help you determine that. So 8 to 12 would be 4. And then 1 to 5 would also be 4 hours. Okay, so I have 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 is 30, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, is 40. Sorry, 8 times 5 is 40. And so then I have to deal with these like increments of an hour. So 2 halves make a whole, so there's 1:41, and 2 quarters here make a half, so I would work 41.5. That's what I would consider that. Okay, hopefully that will work, and we'll kind of clear things up for you a little bit. And good luck. Let me know when you have this sheet done.